All right, so let's do a quick breakdown for today. We got the workout posted here on the left-hand side of the screen. So we'll kind of address some stuff so everybody's on the same page here. We have Swiss bench, and well, I mean, some people do biceps for the guys. They're B-man legend. You probably do tris for the guys too, but maybe work on some thighs for the guys as well. I'm sure Kevin probably likes that. Swiss bar bench. So essentially, what the Swiss bar bench is, I mean, there's a bunch of different names for it. There's neutral grip bench, there's Swiss bar bench, there's multi grip, there's utility bench. However you guys want to call it or know it by. It's essentially a bar that's specifically made to alter the grip of your bench to accommodate not only just a different avenue of training the upper body for the press, but also to accommodate injuries at the wrist, fingers, elbows, shoulder, upper back, whatever we might have. Oftentimes you see athletes who have like labral tears and get that repaired. What it does is it externally rotates your arm, so your humerus. It externally rotates, which creates a little bit more space and opening in the shoulder. It doesn't feel so tight or like it doesn't feel impinged. So it's oftentimes a good recovery tool, but I like to use it as a strong way of pressing. The bar that you'll see once we get going with the lift today, the bar, the way it's manufactured is it requires a lot of control in the wrists. So it wants to have your hands move back and forth with the weight since you're going in the middle of the bar, and it's running perpendicular to the rest of the bar, whereas like a normal barbell runs parallel because the bar is just straight through. So we'll tackle that. We're going to pair that with bent over row today on the platform with a barbell, and then we'll pair landmine press and a landmine row. The only thing special about that is just how you set up the bar, and it gets us put in a different position. So we'll go through that, and then last but not least, we'll end with a little bit of an arm farm day. Not a true arm farm, but just a little bit of a brief abbreviation of it today. So we got bis and tris, and we got barbell shrugs today for ourselves. So we'll get through that. We're going to go 4 sets with the Swiss bench and the bent over row. We'll go 4 sets of landmine press and row, and then we'll go 3 sets today of the biceps, triceps, and the shrugs. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate it. All right, so we'll get set up. We're going to have a little bit different of a vibe to today's lift. We're not going to have metal music. We're going with a little bit of an EDM mix. Hopefully, get the same energy out of this today. So I have no idea what's on the mix. Well, now you know. Okay. I have no idea what's on this. I haven't listened to it before. I think I got about 23 seconds into the playlist on my walk from the house over to the campus today. So we'll get that going, and it's a surprise just as much for me as it is for you. All right. All right, let's lower this thing down. Let's see if we can turn this switch. All right, so today's upper body day. We're just doing an upper body workout only. I would still advise most of the time do a warm up that includes the lower body. It's good practice. It's good work for mobility. But today we're just going to do a strict upper body workout in warm up. So we're going to grab bands. We're going to use them hopefully to get us primed and ready. So we're just going to take my thumbs and loop them through the band. I'm just going to reach up overhead. And we're just going to reach back and forth, try and get those shoulders opened up. Feel little cracks in the back as we're going. We're going to go for 10. You can do this with a PVC pipe as well. Okay, then we're going to go around the world. So we're just going to start, rotate, and then we're going to finish exactly where we started. We're going to go 5 reps counterclockwise, 5 reps clockwise. Maybe 6, I don't know, I lost count. All right, we're gonna grab a little bit lighter of a band, and we're just gonna go palms up, or if you're a kines major, like two of our listeners, or 2 of our viewers are, but at least a minor in it. We're gonna go with that supinated grip, scoop the soup. Okay, we're just gonna open up just a little bit. We're just gonna have those elbows tucked into my sides, and we're gonna have it hinge. We're just going to try and squeeze my shoulder blades together and try and open everything up. Keep that chest up. Okay, we're going to go take that band. We're going to loop it around a foot. It goes around my left foot. I'm going to put it in my right hand, and I'm just going to stand nice and tall, and I'm just going to lift up and raise, just coming to about shoulder height. Okay, we're going to switch feet. We're going to take those hands. Now we're going to go in that pronated grip, or palms down for those kines majors. Arms out in front. And we're just going to pull and try and squeeze and pinch those shoulder blades together. Like if someone put a pencil in the middle of your back, you want to try and squeeze and hold that pencil there by pulling those shoulder blades or that scapula together. Arms stay straight. Really trying to activate this upper back and get us primed for pressing and pulling today. If you don't have a big band and all you have is like a smaller band like such, okay, you can always take wrists, hands inside the bands like so, okay. Make a fist, tuck those elbows in the same way, and you just try and pull it apart with those fists. So for some people, this might feel a little bit more comfortable because we're in a neutral grip position rather than that supinated position, okay? So this might feel a little bit more comfortable for some of us. All right, so that's our quick little warm up today for upper body. Rip to the supplantation, yes sir. Yeah, your muscles and ligaments definitely do hate you. Also because you're old, so. Yeah, epitome of wrong right here. All right, let's angle this down here. All right. Sorry, we got some YouTube ads. There we go. Let's see, what rack would probably be better? Maybe that one right there. All right, so we are not sponsored by Elite FTS by any means, but this is the specialty bar that I was referring to. So notice how there's multiple grips that we can use, including an angled grip, about a 45-degree angle, which we can use either direction. Then you've got yourself a couple of neutral grips, varying in thickness on the bar. So today we're going to use the first bar, the first neutral grip attachment here for our pressing, okay? All right, so we got both bars set up for our row. Saw a couple of practice reps with the row there. Make sure we get some water. All right, so we're going for reps. Sorry, we're going for sets of 6 reps for both those. You know, if we got to like 100 viewers, we'd probably go for some PRs. All right, so we're gonna use that as a warm-up set. So we're gonna count for uh, that. Yeah, you know what? That XRP is XRP came back to bite me. Yeah, no, it's important to keep the parallel back. We don't want to slip any discs or have any annular tears here. So, all right, so this is going to be first working set of 4 for the neutral grip press and the Swiss bench. It's important that we want to activate that upper back. We want to keep everything nice and tight so that we're not getting loose or leaking energy. We don't want to lose any of our pressing ability. So we want to take a nice deep breath, and we need to. We want to brace with our core as we press. We want to have something able to push from, so it's important that we don't let that air out as we're trying to press when we actually need it the most. So we're going to take a big deep breath while we press, and then when we row, we want to make sure the ankles, knees, and hips are all working for ourselves. Okay, we keep a nice straight back. We're rowing. We're stopping on the ground every time. We want to make sure every rep is individualized and complete. Okay. I'm actually feeling this playlist pretty good. Too bad copyright music bullshit is around. I get some really good bangers going. Oh, you're working right now? What? Are you on a hole or are you back at the clubhouse? All right, here we go. Set 2. Whew, halfway done with that. We're going to do, today, we're just going to go constant loading for our sets, which means the intensity or the weight on the barbell is going to stay the same. Normally, if we would program and we do less reps per set as we progress, we would increase the weight, but today we're just going to go constant loading. Yeah, Sir Elton would be pretty good on this playlist, but we also don't feel like paying Sir Elton for his songs right now. Here we go, round 3. Here we go. All right, so a little carpet piece there on the ground is for the barbell when we wedge it between the platform and the floor so that it doesn't damage the barbell, it doesn't grind into the floor. All right, so it's gonna be our last set of our Swiss bench and the bent over row. When today's labeled as an upper body day, the bent over row can technically be a good little lower body movement as well, just for the fact that you have to get in the position of ankle, knees, and hips all loaded for that row. There's definitely versions of the row that are less impactful on the knees and the hips in terms of how much mobility you need. But for today's row, we wanted to do a row that makes us come to a full complete stop. It's a full vertical row versus a horizontal or slightly horizontal row for ourselves. So really tries to pinpoint that upper back. Not too much on the low back in terms of having hold position. If we're about a 45-degree angle, it would be a little bit more hip loaded, hip dominant in order to have to maintain that position while we row. So I'm gonna turn this playlist up a little bit. All right, now we're gonna try party. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna be it. All right, here we go. Last set. Here we go.
Your next memory is out there. It might be a sad one or a silent leap. Maybe it's the memory of you alone or one with him or them. It could feel like magic. Or it might just warm your heart. And it's just something to be made. Some new memories. Hudson and our family of hotels.
Let's just, there we go. All right, so there's landmine attachments you can get for the bar that allows you to put the sleeve of the bar in and lets it rotate around. We actually have one on the rack here, but it's in the back corner, so we're not going to use it. So in lieu of that, we use the carpet piece to help support the barbell and also keep it safe, keep the floor safe. So this landmine press is going to be, it's roughly 45 degree, maybe a little bit higher of an angled press for upper body. It's going to be single arm, feet are going to be square. So the body, you're pressing with one side while trying to stabilize and not go into rotation while we press. Feet, we're not going to have a foot back in order to press from. So it's going to be a little bit more anti-rotational. And then our rows, we're actually going to get set down in a loaded position. We're going to have our forearm bracing on top of our outside leg. And then that inside leg will be back and we'll row single arm from there. So we're going to go again 4 sets of 6 each arm for both the press and the row. Going to go a little bit shorter rest intervals in between. One, because we're doing a total of 48 reps for each exercise, so it's more. But you know, once we start getting down in our secondary and tertiary exercises, we're going to allow for a little bit less rest intervals because ideally it's not as compound, not as heavy. We normally go more intense with our big exercises rather than this. So let's see what we got here. Also, sorry for the press. We're going to be staring at my backside the whole time because I have no other way to put this this attachment up right now. All right, we're gonna try a new EDM playlist because why not? Oh shit, that wasn't smart. There we go. Neither was that. Can't exit out. Can't close the phone. Forgot about that. All right, here we go. Second set. Stuff starts to add up. When you're training, make sure you drink water. It's important. Makes you feel good. That was the good old days back when we had 5 more viewers going. All right, here we go. Set 3. Big thing while we're pressing and we're pulling right now is want to make sure that you keep a nice straight back, keep the upper back engaged. We want to take a deep breath in, try and fill, push my diaphragm. Okay, instead of trying to breathe with my chest and open up those lungs, I want to breathe down into my stomach, try and brace, keep that torso nice and tight. That's what's going to keep everything from moving around. We don't want there to be a lot of mobility within my spine and everything else while we're trying to pull and push. So it doesn't mean you have to hold your breath the entire time, but take a deep breath in, perform a repetition or 2, and then exhale. Make sure you keep breathing throughout the exercise. All right, here we go. Here's the last step for us. Don't kick the barbell, that fucking hurts. Fuck.
If you haven't heard about HelloFresh, you're missing out. I've been using this meal service for years now, and it's made my life so much easier. If you're like me and you hate grocery shopping and trying to think of what meals to make for the week, this service is perfect for us. I love the convenience of it because
Sorry for the
I
loud noise.
always count on having fresh ingredients already pre-portioned right to my doorstep. They offer tons of different recipes each to choose from, varying serving sizes, and you can select your dietary restrictions, making this the perfect choice for almost anyone. Now for this day, I decided to prep the miso apricot salmon to have after the workout. Most meals can be prepared in about 30 minutes, so there's no excuse for you to ruin a great workout by eating some food. For each of the meals, they have all of the ingredients with the exception of the proteins packaged in a paper bag. You get the right amount of ingredients, so nothing is wasted. I also love this service because they introduced me to tons of new ingredients I would have never tried and meal combinations. Now, doesn't that look delicious? Way better than some fast food if you ask me.
Every resolution starts with the right routine and the right equipment, like Casper's plush and supportive pillows, soft percale sheets, and our calming weighted blanket. There you go. Now just stay like that all year long. Reset your rest with supremely comfortable bedding at Casper.com.
Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, sisters, I'm missing you. Oh, and my scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. 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 I live forever. Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, sisters, reminds me of you. And my scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. 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 I live forever, forever. Can I be a flower tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met.
All right, so let's go over the last segment of this lift here. Let's see. Oh, we're down to 3 now. All right, so biceps, tries, barbell shrug. We got them all set up. We're literally just going to go 3 sets in a row. We're going to go no rest in between the exercises. So we're going to go. We're going to start with the biceps. We're going to go triceps, and then we'll go shrugs in that order. And the goal for this is each set we're doing as many reps as possible for each set. So whether it be 10, 5, 4, 17, whatever our maximum is for that. And so that's basically what we're gonna do. So if 3 sets, if we get, we're not counting reps in terms of get the equal number for everything. We're just trying to go as much as we can. My cutoff is like usually 20, because if I can do something for 20 or more, then it's probably going up just to get a little bit more intensity. So that rule apply today, just so we don't just keep going on forever. So 20 will be the limit, but other than that, we're going to see how many we can get in between. So we'll go ahead and start off with, we're going to go easy bar curl for the biceps. So that's a little squiggly bar with some weight on the sides. And then we're going to go lying tricep extension. So we'll just go dumbbells, and you'll see as I'm on the bench, it's just moving through the elbow and not trying to get any extra movement. So very isolated movement. And then our shrugs will be with the barbell. Again, 20 rep max. See how many we can get out of that, okay? So here we go. Lower that back down.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we share are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but it'll be alright. Moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. Moving on.
I take that back. No breaks unless we're grabbing water. Other than that, no rest.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself.
After we go out on set 1, sets 2 and 3 should be ideally a lot shorter.
And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but it'll be alright. Moving on. Moving on. I know times are tough, but I love moving on. Moving on.
One more set. I'll be lucky to get 5 on that bicep curl. All right, here we go, last set. All right, arms got a little tired at the end. Grip is definitely on the menu. Come the rest of this week and next week. It's something that's definitely been falling off the table, and I need to get back. So we'll actually have some stuff next week. We'll include probably some deadlifts, a little bit more of a full body workout, training helping work with some grip work, and some posterior chain work. So I got some cleaning up to do, some putting weights back. As we all know, don't be that guy that leaves the weights out. But that's going to do it for today's segment on Junto. I'm Coach. Have yourself a good rest of the day. No, not today. Not today, B-Man. That barbell shrug was a good enough grip work. Get the forearms. Also holding those dumbbells, those tricep extensions. Gets pretty isolated work there. But I'm Coach. This is going to be it for Gym Junto today. Stay tuned for next week. We got some streams possibly coming up this weekend. We've got our live stream tomorrow night for the podcast. And so make sure to tune in and hear about everybody's week and see what we got going on for yourselves. All right. Stay up on the Twitter and the Instagram, and we'll see you guys next week. Adios.